Hey everybody, welcome back to Doc G's Reloading. I'm on week 2 right now after a left total knee replacement. So this is almost the end of week 2. Actually, today I would be 2 weeks out from the actual surgery date. So first week was horrible and lots of pain, but knees starting to settle in. But I thought I'd do a video for y'all. I did install some triggers while I was laid up, so last week, and it's the Apex trigger stuff. So everybody knows about Apex trigger and what they make. Now this is the extent of my gunsmithing. Okay, so I certainly had no problem disassembling the entire. Now these are two of them are on MMP 2.0s. One of them is on my SIG X5 Legion. P320 X5 Legion. This one was done a while ago. These two I just did. So this is my competition, was my old competition gun. And, you know, they're all safe. You know, we always make sure that they're safe. And I did that before I even started, but I always recheck because we're all about safety. So, so I installed these two while I was laid up. This one I've had on for a while, so this is nothing new here. This is kind of, you know, like I said, been on there a while and used this in competition for a long time. I did not have the red dot on there. I was shooting limited minor division with this one. So this is one of my carry guns. This is a 40 cal, and Apex makes some really good stuff. So on the MMP 2.0s, you have 3 pins, 1, 2, 3 pins that you pull out. And you get the Apex makes a really nice armorer's block. I bought that armorer's block. It's a nice plastic block that you can set the gun in and lock it in with some knobs. And then you can pound all 3 of those out. And then just prying out the pieces easily, everything comes out. And then you have to switch the trigger bar over to the new trigger. But I just wanted to let you know. So they also give you this, you need to check online for it on the Apex website. But it basically is nice because it does show, I'm going to give you just a quick view of it here. We're not going to get into any detail here. But it gives you this on their website. And it shows you, for the MMP 2.0s, what spring combinations will give you different trigger weight pulls. So I went with this one here on this side for a 4.38 pound pull. My pound pull actually comes out to 4 pounds even. So I went with the lowest pull. It goes all the way up to 6.37 depending on what you want to on the pounds, but I went with the lowest at 4.38 pounds. But you can find this on their website, on Apex's website. I do like Apex. I think they do a great job with their products. I think they do a great job with their installation instructions, and I found other videos too online to kind of help me. But again, I had no problem installing these. Used my new vise to help with it. You do have to loosen up this 1/16 inch screw at the top here, and you do have to drift these from the right side of the gun to the left side of the gun to expose the disconnect spring in there that you're going to change out. Those of you who know what I'm talking about here, it's the so it's this piece here that you'd be changing out, that little silver piece. See that silver piece right there, the silver button? So that silver button has to get changed out. And the only way to do that is to unscrew and drift this. And again, no big deal. Just take a measurement so that when you drift it back, it goes back in the same spot. Not a problem on either of the guns. Very easy to do. Trigger install took me, I think, a total of an hour. This one was a little different because I do have the thumb safety on this one. So just a couple extra parts to keep aware of while you're working on it. But again, not a big deal. I easily did these two. Each one took me about an hour. This one I did a long time ago, but I'm just throwing it in here now because it's the nice skeletonized flat trigger. And we'll go through the trigger pull on these right now. Let's just do this. So we'll do this. So we got it racked, ready to go. So let's just do the trigger pull. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so you're gonna, first of all, you got your little take up there from the safety. Okay, then you hit the flat trigger itself. Get a little bit of right there. That's it. That's all your movement before you hit the wall. That's it right there. Boom, it's right there, and bang. So, and then we'll do the reset. So now your reset from a fully depressed trigger is right here. Watch this. Listen, I'll make it nice and quiet. That's it. And you're right back on the wall again. So very minimal. I mean, really reduces the trigger pull. Now these came with those curved triggers that Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0s come with. Not a big fan of those triggers. I like the flat trigger style, but you get that little safety, and then you literally hit the wall within a millimeter or two of take up, and then it's 4 pounds. That was 4 pounds of pull right there. That was it. And then, like I said, the reset is absolutely incredible. So same thing with this one, my 40 cal with the thumb safety. So we're gonna rack it here. And again, you're getting consistency too, which is really nice. So, you engage the trigger there, gauge it, pull back about 2 millimeters or so right there. You can feel a little rocking back and forth just so you can all see it. Rocking back and forth. Try to get some light on it there for you too. Okay, so rock it and you can feel it hit, and then 4 pounds, boom, that's it. And again, the reset on this one is pretty much identical to the one I just showed you, but we'll take a listen here. Here's your reset. That's it. And your reset's almost instantaneous. It's crisp reset. There is no real take up. You've got about a millimeter or two maybe. That's it. And this is their trigger. So it's a trigger set, and that's your 4 pounds again. That's it. And there's no over travel really to speak of. Your over travel is about a millimeter, maybe 2, and it comes back to your reset, and that's it. And you're right back on. So it's a competition trigger that really, now I couldn't have used that in limited division with what I was shooting here, but this one for my carry guns is just, this is not a carry gun for me. This is a carry gun. I do carry a 40. I do carry this with the Crimson Trace green laser on it. That's, came pre-mounted on the gun. So I do carry this one, and because of the thumb safety, I do like the thumb safety. It gets me in my good shooting position. So I just made this great gun even greater by putting this flat trigger system in. So you do have to, like I said, disassemble the whole gun. You do have to pull everything out. You do have to replace the actual sear. I did, for mine, I did not replace the sear spring, but you have to put the sear plunger in and the sear spring and then the sear on top of it. And it's just a little meticulous of a procedure, but it's not bad at all. So, and then with this one here, we got the my other one here. So this is with that trigger kit in it. And what you can do is, you'll see here, you got really no take up whatsoever. That's it. So boom, you're right there. That's more than 4 pounds, because I did not change the springs in this. I just changed the actual trigger. So, and then your reset on this one is, reset is right here. That's it. That's your reset, and you're right back on, ready to go. So very minimal take up. So, and it is a different kit in this SIG, and the SIG is easier to disassemble because of the fire control unit in it. But I pulled out the fire control unit and I replaced the trigger and the trigger spring. I didn't replace the sear or anything in this one. I did not do an advanced, kit on this one. These two were their, I think the kits are around $180 or $190 a piece, rounded off to 200 a pop per gun, and full disassembly, and then sear springs and sears and sear actuators that you have to change out. Again, not a big deal. Again, this is something I can do as a quote gunsmith, which I'm not, and I've always said that. And this is about the extent of things I would do. I'm not going to be, like I said, grinding on things or torching things or polishing things or filing things. I'm going to be, fitting things from a different manufacturer in there. But for both of these guns here, this one aside, that's a competition gun. I couldn't do anything with the trigger pull weight really on that one. These two greatly reduce the trigger pull weight, greatly reduce the take up, greatly reduce, there's no over travel really to speak of. The reset is crisp, clean, fantastic. So let me know if y'all have any questions, but the Apex trigger, flat trigger, I did the flat trigger. They make a curved trigger, but I did the flat trigger kits, and these are both M&P 2.0s. And on this one, I just did the flat trigger with the trigger bar, the enhanced trigger bar on it. But all three of those Apex kits, all three of these kits, especially these two kits from Apex, for me, worth every dime. Just fantastic upgrades to these guns. I can use this one on my club shoots if I want to. This is my self-defense gun I can carry with me and just take to the range and have fun. But definitely worth the money for upgrade for Apex. So Apex trigger kits, I think they're worth every penny. All right, thanks again for watching Doc G's Reloading.